So here it's the gravel, here it's the sandy subsoil, and here you can recognize oyster shell. So in front of Sauternes there is Sainte-Croix-du-Mont, and in Sainte-Croix-du-Mont there is a well of oysters. So it's the same, of course, subsoils. So we have 4 different subsoils. Normally with 4 different subsoils you can produce 4 different wines. But here we prefer to produce a unique wine or not to produce Château d'Yquem. So when we don't have the quality of the grapes during the harvest, we don't pick. So maybe you remember that in 2000 the red wines were exceptional in the Médoc region, in Saint-Emilion, but here in 2000, in October and in November, it was rainy. So we threw away 80% of the crop. So it's very painful because among the pickers there is a team from Ikem. And the team from Ikem is 20 women vineyard workers who are working throughout the year in the vineyard, and 20 men vineyard workers in the vineyard, for example, and each vineyard worker has the same plot from a year to the next. So they are responsible. So the women, they have to work on 25,000 vines. And the men, 33,000 vines. So our team from Ikem picked some golden grapes of Sauvignon Blanc from the 17th of August until the 30th of August. And then on the 6th of September, we were 200 we were 200 pickers for the sweet white wine. Here there is a microclimate in the microclimate because we are at the top of the hill. So we are pretty lucky. So there is no frost, basically. The last frost was in 2008, and our terroirs were not affected by this frost, so we are pretty lucky. And as well, because it's windy, it's always windy, it helps to dry the humidity on the grapes, and then we can get the development of the novel rot quicker, if I can say that. Yes. Because we finished on the 5th of October, we don't have the same degree of sugar, acidity, and alcohol. That's why we have to organize our alcoholic fermentation process, and some must can finish the alcoholic fermentation process in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. That's perfect. Or in 6 weeks or 8 weeks. That's why we have to monitor, of course, the alcoholic fermentation process. And of course, we don't have the same concentration of sugar, alcohol, yes, from the first batch to the last batch.